about this person. So I'm hearing party right now. I'm hearing influencer. I'm hearing cautionista. I heard Oscar snatcher. Who's that? All right, next slide, please. All right. So when you see these people, something comes to mind. Yes. The next one, please. When you see these guys here, something comes to mind. Yeah. And based off your responses, based off the things and state, I want you to understand that even though you have separate and different answers, all of you might be correct. Every single person might be correct. And do you know why? Next slide, please. And it's the reason why only might be corrected, because even though we are all experiencing the same thing, even though we are all saying the same thing, all of us have different perspectives. Hello. All right. Pick one. Pick one. Pick one. All right. He's a designer. Yeah. So he does graphic design. Now, Victor is consistently posting about design every day, day in, day out. And Favo is leading. Favor is in it every single day. The first person that will come to Favo's mind is Victor. And so this is the stories build trust. Now when we tell the story consistently over time, people come to know us, recognize us, and trust us in this particular field. So don't fragment your stories. So this is not to say you won't do all the things that you want to do. This is not to say you won't build yourself in other areas, but you must ask yourself, who do you want to reach out to, and what parts of your story is relevant to this? And put that best foot forward. A perfect example of this is Kanye. Kanye West is a serial entrepreneur too. He does so many things. But you know what built Kanye up in Chicago that year? I watched the documentary. What blew him up was the fact that he was a producer, and he was one of the best producers in all of the town. And that was the only thing we were doing at that moment. It was after that he had established dominance as a producer that he now started rapping. And after he established dominance as a rapper, he now went into fashion. You get? Unlike us, I won't say you, us because I've been here before, yes, that we want to do everything. No, our head is boiling like that. We want to do everything. And unlike, even compare yourself to someone that just has one passion. Yes, at this point, you're going to be burnt out. One, you'll be burnt out, and two, you'll be confused about it, and they will not trust you. Yeah. So put your best forward and pick the story one at a time, and don't shut up my biceps. Thank you very much. So, thank you very much, guys. So before I go, I have just room for questions. Hey, this is three. How many questions can I take? Can I take? Hey, all right. So does anyone have questions? All right. So please tell us your name.
What do you like? Very.
All right. Hi, Mayor.
Also ask that all these luxury brands, how do they brand themselves to be so, like, I don't patronize them without,
I don't think so.
without arguing their price.
Okay, yeah. All right. Thank you very much. So, a successful brand is one that understands the people that they want to sell to. They understand the people that they want to sell to. Yes. And why ask yourself, why would you buy a luxury brand? It's not just a question. It's not just a question. But the answer is no. It's not just a question. Why you can just wear anything and it covers your leg and it is functional. Once people have their basic needs met, there are other things that they can step function that they want to meet. So I know say if I wear my shoe and my shoe is LV, when I step up in the midst of my guys, the way that they move will change. Do you understand? So what I'm paying money for at that point is not the shoe. What I'm paying money for is that perspective of honor and value that these guys give. And that's exactly what, as a brand, I will sell to my people. So I know that, okay, I'm not selling to everybody, but I'm selling to people that want a level of prestige and honor in how they dress. Do you get me? All right, thank you very much. All right, we have one more. Okay, let's take it, please. Thank you very much. My name is Zogi Ladupuri. I didn't get that.
My name is Okun Ajokpa Ibi.
Hey, Samuel, thank you very much. Nice to meet
I want to ask a question that if you have multiples of things to do, if you start with one, when are you going to know that at this point, yes, I can shift to the next one?
Great, thank you very much. I would advise you, it is not that you know yourself as a person. So I did not say you should not do multiple things. I said you should not try to be known for all the things and country. Don't forget, we're talking about branding and perception. Don't try to be known for all the things. So as someone that knows that maybe you are doing business now, yes, but you still want to transition into tech. While you are pulling up at your business, while you are posting for your business, in the background, you are building yourself. You're still working on your craft. As maybe you don't say, I still want rap. Maybe in the future. But I'm still working on my music, but you wanna know. Do you get? So it is not for you to stop building yourself, but at the point where you see that, okay, I have built an authority here, people know me for this enough, yes. And I feel like when you are doing multiple things, yes, your success in one would actually kickstart the other. Do you understand? So because people know your reputation in one, that this guy was able to build this thing and make it stay afloat, yes, they would necessarily trust you with the other one. Which is why after Kanye, he reached his gold status in his music. Well, and he wanted to start citizen. He wanted to collaborate with Adidas for Yeezy. He did not need to do plenty PR. He just said, okay, like, just started singing about it. So it's even based on the brand that you have built previously. Yes, that you now promote this new one. Do you get? Right, thank you very much. So we have one more person. Right, thank you. Okay. The same last. But let's step over. Alright, no problem. So I'll take you too.
So my name is Samuel. And my question is this: how do you sell the ecosystem that are selling the same brand? Like you are selling shoes, everyone around is selling shoes, and you have a sales point.
Alright, thank you very
Like
much.
just
Alright, thank you very much. So because of time, I could not really dive into the depths of my slide. But in my slide, I had an example between that exact same thing when people are selling how to stand out in the midst of competition with your storytelling and your message. Yes. The example that I had was MTN and Blue. How that we own now you might think about it, yes. Maybe when if to say that if I was selling cake, yes, or if I was doing clothes, it's easier for me to say, okay, you are doing clothes, okay, you were doing corporate clothes, me I was doing child. It's easier for me to stand out, right? The competition is not that fierce. But what about in a place where we are both offering similar services? So network service provider, network service provider, how do you stand out? This is where your messaging comes in. And this is where you have to understand the people, the primary audience that you want to sell to. Yes. So for MTN now, who knows MTN's key message? Everywhere you go. Exactly. Everywhere you go. 5G network. Fast and reliable. This is so when you think of MTN. If I ask you what's the fastest network service provider in Nigeria, what would you say? It's MTN. Yes. When you get to kind of ask you, it's MTN. It's MTN, alright? But for instance now, what is close? Do you know close selling points? Bonus. Cheap data. And you see, it is consistent in their messaging. You will hear Glow, Glow after that. Glow America. Glow Africa. Why? Because they want you to know that it is fancy. See, after that, they are the grand masters of data. Do you understand? So if I was into tech, yes, and I work from home and I'm constantly having online meetings, and I rely heavily on what's it called? Fast internet connection. MTN will be my first choice. Do you get? But if, for instance, I was in a relationship and I constantly had to make calls. See, when I was listening to yes, if you do the 100 naira, they teach me like 800 naira. Do you understand? Now I'm using MTN. I know they will get the bonus. Nothing. And I'm contented actually. I don't mind. That's the kind of work that I do. I don't mind. But then when I was using Blue, it was serving me. Do you get? Why you didn't? It was serving me. There's your question. So it's understanding the people you want to serve and and narrowing your eyes towards them. Of course, you won't say, oh, yes, only serving these people. But the people who know that, okay, MTN serve neighbors in this area. You get me? Alright, so let's just take this camera and I'll wrap up. So, sorry.
Hi, I'm Angelo.
What? Hi, Angelo.
Yeah, so my question is, okay, I've seen a lot of businesses rebrand, change their colors, change their logos, change their typefaces. So my first question is, how does that affect the customer's perception of that brand? And second, how can a business, maybe a person, a brand, for maybe you have, okay, you want to change it. How do you do it that you don't mess up the perception or you don't mess up your brand per se?
Okay, thank you very much. Now, one thing I want you to understand is that when people brand, what they want to do is change perceptions. So, I think because we're using businesses, they might be abstract, yes. But have you ever, at any point in your life, felt like people were always looking at you one kind of way, and they were always talking to you one kind of way, and you did not like it? And you now had one friend, and now came one day, and that's the guy, and because of this shoe way you wear, or now because of this hair way you did. Do you get? So you never choose to say, okay, you know what? I am going to pivot. I'm going to change up some things. That's a rebrand as well. Do you get? So you are changing the signals, yes, and the things that represent who you are, they are changing. It's just the outward they are changing. Do you understand? So it's how you might not necessarily change your product, but you will change how people see you, and that's what they want to do when you rebrand. So it's always maybe they want to improve on an image, or they want to appear more order. Do you get? But aside from this, of course, there are other reasons for companies and brands to rebrand. I think I answered all your questions. Thank you very much.
All right, so good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, everyone. 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 If now VC they talk now, I will respond very well because pay I know if pay you for I don't want to answer me. Good afternoon, everybody. All right. All right, thanks for having my slide up. But then, is there a way you can present the slide in a way that, the GIF would be moving? Just present as a video from your end. All right. So, I was given the topic to talk about marketing and sales, then selling and building for a global audience. Well, the first truth that I want to mention to everybody is I don't have a global audience yet. So I'm going to be very truthful and sincere with everybody. But then, as much as I don't have a global audience yet, if I'm comparing today to 2019, it's such a huge gap. Like, let me give a very small example. Right now, I'm scared of life after school because of something. Now, there are a lot of reasons why I'm so scared of life after school, but then in particular, I'm scared of God. This whole hype around Samuel that is possibly going to reduce drastically. Because if I'm walking from Southgate, I've seen a lot of scenarios where I'll be eating in a restaurant, and some people will just be gossiping about me and they will not know that I'm the person. I just be listening, and one way or the other, it will just be, to be exciting. I'm going to see them, down there. You get it? But then, as much as that is kind of exciting, well, what I'll be dwelling upon today is what exactly I'm practicing to ensure that my audience is not limited to Fruta here. It's something that I plan to make global in the nearest future. So I hope everybody will pay attention to me. Like I said, I'm going to be telling everybody what exactly I'm practicing. So now, take a close look at this. You said I'm supposed to talk about marketing and sales. But then, I feel like a lot of people have this preconceived mind that marketing and sales is meant for somebody that has a product literally to sell. You get it? But no, that's not true. Marketing and sales is meant for both business owners and employees. The reason why I had to put that disclaimer there is because, see, not everybody will be completely involved in the entrepreneurship space. Not everybody has the energy. Some people are so good with 9 to 5. And as far as I'm concerned, I think the present CEO of Google now was a staff 16 years ago, if I'm not wrong. I think the present CEO, I saw the start sometimes ago, yes, he was in staff 16 years ago. So the fact remains that it is not all compulsory that you start a business from scratch. You can start from being an employee to, and maybe in the future you find yourself in the business space. So going back to this space, everybody here should understand that as far as you are a person, like Aquila and Babs has mentioned, you are a brand. You are a brand, even if you don't have a physical product to sell. So marketing and sales, you should be concerned about it. Let's move to the second slide. The next slide. So, shall we begin? Yes. Shall we begin? Yes. Like I said, people did this place, they don't chop fufu come, so their body don't heavy, they don't fish out. Should we begin? Yes. I'm sure from India, alright, so let's move to the next slide. Now, the focus is going to be on you and the people you need to climb up. You know, from the picture, you can begin to think about what I'm going to be talking about today. You know, I was so surprised when Aquila mentioned people. Shey this person came my house when I did create slide, you know. I never even show up. So now the reason why I'm going to be focusing on you and the people you need to climb up is because I feel like if I want to start talking about a lot of stuff about marketing and sales, we will not leave this place. The theoretical part of it, yes, of course, I know a couple of stuff about marketing and sales theoretically. But then practically, I feel like we deal more with people every day, and one way or the other, you might not be able to easily exhaust what I have to say about marketing and sales theoretically. Is anybody following me? Yes. Am I making sense? Yes. So as far as we are concerned, the person you are seated beside, there's a way you relate to the person at your back, the person you meet while you are going out. So this is why I'm sticking to this particular point of you and the people you need to climb up. Who has seen Merlin here? Who? I just the cap. I dey see person who don't watch Merlin for you, no one raise up your hand. If you have seen Merlin here, raise your hand. It sure me say some people still don't raise hand. If you don't watch Merlin for you, raise your hand. Alright. So now the essence of putting Merlin in that picture, look at the inscription there. It said, how much do you need it? If the GIF was playing, Author was in the picture, Gwen was in the picture, Morgana was in the picture. The reason why I had to put that there is because if you take a close look at it, Author did not quickly recognize Merlin as somebody that's in need of the long run when he first met him. Do you get the idea? But then, despite the fact that Author later died, but then throughout the entirety of his lifetime, Merlin was so pivotal to his life. So let's move to the next slide. So now here's the question. Who are these people that you need to climb up to the global stage? From my side, I said, as a personal career builder or entrepreneur, you know, I tried to make difference earlier. You need, now we are going to be doing a quick difference here, P1 and P2. So for this session to be very interactive, I need two volunteers to come to the front, a guy and a lady. Who wants to volunteer? Just come forward if you're interested. A guy and a lady. The first wants to come to the front. Okay, you don't have to climb, just come to the front so that everybody can see you. Alright, Bumi looks more like a smart money woman, so I'm going to be giving her P1. So, the brother that wants to come out, anybody? Okay, yes, yeah, thank God, you look like somebody that can employ me, so P2. So now take a close look at this. P1 says, person, people like you, but ahead of you, to put and keep you in the right lane. Now, from what I was supposed to talk about in this place, I'm going to be using relatable examples so that everybody can follow my journey closely. And while I was trying to sell this event to my audience, to ensure that, okay, as much as possible that can come to this place, they understand what this place is all about, is that I said something, like I mentioned when I started. I'm not at that end point yet, but I know I've moved from point zero. Don't worry, you see a part of my slide that will make you understand what I'm saying better. So I've moved from point zero, and then I'm at a point where I don't know where exactly the number is, but then I can afford some stuff that I cannot afford. I've gotten some experiences that I did not have when I started. So taking a close look at this, you need somebody like Olatunde Victor in your life. Now, I'm not saying exactly Olatunde Victor, but Olatunde Victor was the person that pointed me towards the direction of marketing. After having a few conversations with me, you know, then I was selling jewelries, I was selling shoes. I'm not saying those stores don't work, don't misquote me, but I'm saying that you're not made for me. Yeah, that's not where my strength lies actually. I sold jewelries, I was digging ponds, I was doing a couple of stores back then in 2018. So when I met Olatunde Victor, at that point I was transcribing, please just be very calm. Yes, we are still going to be very practical. So Olatunde Victor directed me to marketing after having a couple of conversations with me, and then it was an internship training in 2020 March. Then the company was Salesforce X, but now it's now rebranded as Sales Plant. So second, you need person or people to hire or refer you or sell to. So that if you take a close look at these two people, you are in the middle of those two people. Now take a close look at this. Let's say for me it's P1 and it's P2. Now here's the question. In building a global brand, you need somebody that will show you that, okay, this is where you are supposed to go to. It is quite important. If you move to the next slide, please can you move to the next slide? We are still coming back to this, but move to the next slide first. Now take a close look at this. What will they do? So the first person will save you the stress of finding the path, not the stress of walking through. Don't misquote this. You have to be very, very conscious of what I'm saying right now. Olatunde Victor showed me that, okay, Samu, you can thrive in the marketing and sales space, but Olatunde Victor is not the person that is sponsoring my data subscription every month. I don't relate. Olatunde Victor is not the person that will stay awake for a long period of time. He's not the person that will also sleep. Because you get to a point where staying awake all night is not just what does all this stuff. Now you have to rest. Do you get it? So the whole process of moving from point zero to whatever point you are going to get to in life, the person that will point your attention there is not the person that would take you there, but the person can make it clear to you. So you save yourself the stress of having to do a lot of stuff like me. I did online survey, I did a lot of Bonzi scheme, gift award, blah blah blah, everything. Before I later still met Olatunde Victor, I'm just imagining what if I met this man from the beginning of when I was, interested in building a reasonable life for myself. I would have been fast. You get it? So now let's move to the next slide. Now the next slide, like I said we are in the middle of these two people. So if this person has pointed your direction to where you have to go to, obviously he is not the only person that will make you global. Sorry, she won't be the only. Thank you very much. She won't be the only person that will make you global. So you have to pay attention to P2, the next set of people. I hope as much as you are listening to me, you are putting something down. Please, in the best possible way to be very impactful to you. And then I will leave the slide with Jeremiah so I can share with us. So now the second slide, he said they buy the products you sell from you, or they hire your services, or they refer you to Ubi. Now here's the question. I hate people that post this stuff on their WhatsApp status. They post by they repost by little Raja Lowa. Eventually, one of those guys that have viewed your status might not have the money, but the person can have a sister that has a boyfriend that his uncle wants to buy a 50,000 naira shoe. Can you look at the long chain? So that person, now the person will see his sister posting that who sells this kind of shoe here? Auntie me, and the sister will say, and my boyfriend Papa won't use them. Can you see the long chain? Okay, ma, take this person's contact too. One way or the other, just your status has connected you to somebody that you might never see in your life. So you pay attention to this set of people too. Do you get now? Using the example that I said, Simzola Adeniran, somebody that I've met since 2016, got me my biggest monthly job last year. Now, the funny part of all is that she rarely engaged my status, but then she's always watching. We met when she was in 200 level. She has served now, she has finished serving, and she has done a lot of stuff. But then, the time she would refer me, she just sent my LinkedIn profile to the person and blah, blah, blah. That was all it was. You get it? So you have to pay attention to this person. Can I move to the next slide? The time is running out. Now, why would they do what? If you take a close look at this, we've defined what this person will do to you. This person will what? You get it? So in one word, this person will guide you. This person will do what? Buy from you or you get the fact now. But now the question remains, why should they do that for you? For crying out loud, why should I come and buy from you? Why? Is it because you are posting I never chop today? Is it because of that? It can be because of that though. I can have one extra money at back of my account and I'll be like, almost, this can be of help to this person, but trust me, it will be constant. So now, P1. Sorry. When you pay them, why would they do what for you? When you pay them, this is the most obvious of it all. When you pay for access, this is where the place of mentorship. Now, this is where the place of take a close look at. I'm going to be using someone as an example. He knows I'm coming from him. He's already smiling. Cracky Brown over here. Before you can access this man effectively, yes, of course, you can access him for free via his status, but then you will not last long if you cannot engage. I'm going there. But then, to completely access him, you have to pay to become a part of Billionaires Club. Now, note, like he always says, his money might literally not be important to you because the money is meant for you to be what? To have access. Do you get what I'm saying? So you are paying for why? Yes, of course. If you are paying to join the force, too, like I mentioned here, The fourth is the community under the brand that I'm building, Hype Empire, where if you are a business owner, you don't have enough funds to pay a PR agency to do your promotion and communications for you. You can get to learn it yourself. And if you cannot learn it yourself, you can bring a member of your team to come and learn it. You pay for the person, and then the person learns and implement for your brand. Now, here's the question: will I allow you to have access to me and every other person that will train you as the fourth for free? No, you have to be committed to it. So the place of payment comes in. Did you get now? Apart from payment, you work for or with them. Now take a close look at this song. Waiting I go give to you. Are you guys 80s? Waiting I go give to you. Waiting I go give to you. I no get money. Can you see the relatability? God will not literally collect money from you, but then he will demand praise from you in return for what he has done for you. Did you get it? Am I making sense?
Oh, yes.
Am I making sense?
Oh, yes.
So let's continue. Now say, or give them something else in return. Well, this is going to be a bit. The example that is coming to my head right now, grades. Out of that now, and you've heard of people that use that means to lobby for jobs. As far as I'm concerned, you've given something to the person before the person can do what? And hire you. Do you get what I'm saying? So let's move to P2. Now, this is the point of this person. Why should this person buy from you? Or why should this person hire you? Or why should this person refer you? So you say they see your improvement and how you make their lives better. They see, please, can anybody see oxygen that is blowing around it? Can you see it? Can you see it? But if I pick my marker and I write O2 here, you can recognize that that's O2 now. Did you get it? So where I'm going to is that how well or how often are you representing what you stand to offer to people every day? Did you get it? Now, there's the place of showing up always, and there's the place of showing up, very well. There's a contest that I cooked for Hype Empire list, and then people are still dragging me for it. I said, try to always, put up quality about what you have to offer every day, because if you are not careful, your competitor can overtake you. And I used Arsenal as an example. Ask Arsenal if you want to understand better. It is the truth. At the point that Arsenal stopped showing up with good quality, Man City overtook them. Am I right? Yeah. Am I right? Yeah. Borussia Dortmund, on the last day of the season, they lost the league to Bayern Munich because why? They drew. So just a slight mistake in showing up consistently and effectively can cost you the next big thing in your career or your business. So I'm not saying that you will consistently get it right, but then be intentional about it. It is important. Do we get this? So before I move to the next slide, let me give an example of intentionality. Now the point here is that, please, as far as intentionality is concerned, now when you are faced with a problem, there are two things that comes to your mind. The first part is, I cannot do it. The second part that comes to your mind is, how can I do it? If you have ever been in any of my training sessions, or you have listened to me, or we've conversed physically, one way or another, I would have mentioned this to you. The two situations will always come to your mind. When the first one that stays in your mind is, I cannot do it, you're automatically blocking your mind off possible solutions. You will not see. Like Kaki Brown will say, you will be slow. Do you get it? But then, if what is in your mind is, how can I do it? At that point in time, I'm not saying that you necessarily will find the solution, but then you are opening up your mind to recognize solution when it comes around you. So let's move to the next slide. So I said, when will they do what? If you take a close look at that picture, who can recognize that movie? From GOT is God now. Give me the full meaning. This is one of the mistakes that some of you make. You want to chat me up, you say HMU. This is what the meaning of HMU, headmaster. I mean, which one? Be very clear and explicit. Did you get Game of Thrones is the name of the movie? If you type GOT to Google, Google can give you the full meaning of GOT or the past participle. So let's move forward. So in most cases, your readiness determines when they give you anything, when you pay for access, when you agree to work for with them, or give them what they want to do. So the question here is about timing. Now, this timing cannot be so exact, but then there are some that you can time. For example, if you send 17K to me right now that somebody that want to join the fourth community and learn it for my business, instantly, or if not instantly, as far as I'm concerned, before 24 hours end, somebody is going to reach out to you and then you have access to the fourth community. Do you get it? So in that place, you have the space of defining the time that you have access to people that can take you to have a global stage. Do you get it? So let's run fast. Let's move to the next slide. Why would they do what? Stick for number 2. This is the tricky part because you are not really going to be the determining factor at that point when they are ready to buy from you. But your effort remains a premise for their decision. Just like this morning. I ordered for 2 shoes that I was supposed to wear to this program today, and the 2 did not deliver. But you know why I could get this today? Because I was just walking from my home. I walked down to State Line, and it was the only guy that was opened by that time, and I just went to. I just sent the money to him, and I bought it soft. At that point, was it the determining factor for me buying from him? Not literally, but then his effort of opening up quickly made me buy from him. Are you getting anything at all? Am I making sense? So let's move forward. Next slide, please. I want to be very fast. I want to try and get to the end. So where will they be? They can be anywhere. You have to find them. This was where Naruto was jacking Sasuke. Yes. He said, where have you been? Where have you been? So the point is that where will those that can help you be? They can be anywhere. Let's move to the next slide, please. I want to round off quickly fast. My time is fast spent. So now the last part of this session is to tell you what you have to do. So I've shown you why they will help you. I've shown you what they can help you with, and I've shown you when you can help. When you can get access to them to help you. Now, next slide. Seek clarity on and decide whom you want to be. A global or a local employee or entrepreneur. Not everybody will be global. You have to accept it. If everybody is global, I beg, who will be the organizer that will help me to pump my vehicle's tire? It is the truth, but then, does that mean that a organizer cannot have money? Just imagine the person that is pumping the tire for Tinubu. You can answer that yes. So now let's move to the next slide. Now, have the expected level of desire for improvement as expected from whom you want to be. Have the expected level of desire for improvement as expected from whom you want to be. You can't feed 1,000 people with 5 fishes. You know, be Jesus Christ though. You don't get what I'm saying? I'm telling you that if you want to become a global brand, don't think you will be doing like that your guy that plays bets from morning till evening. You cannot be a global brand that way. See, if 1 out of 1,000,000 people happens to be lucky to meet Elon Musk and become global peradventure, who tells you that you are going to be that 1 in 1,000,000? Why do you have to risk your future to luck? Do you get it? So if you are interested in becoming a big brand or a small brand, where define that for yourself. I want to become a global brand and I'm working earnestly for it. You have to have the expected level of desire. People will tell me that you are doing too much, but then I will look around. Am I doing like Kaki Brown? Am I doing like Akonde? Am I doing like Babs? Babs is managing like 3 brands at the same time. Let me even mention the names of the rest. Do you get it? Let me forward. Just the play. So accept you don't know when the suffering attached to your business, attached to your growth will end. I want to end on this point, and then the person can just slide through and everybody will just through because of my time. So accept you don't know when the suffering attached to your growth will end. You don't know when the suffering attached to your growth will end. But what? Focus on your gradual changes. Move one by one. One by one. Don't think because you have started reading. Now, move to the next slide. Take a close look at this. I had to delete 1 part from this place because they could not fit in this. I said, be truthful to yourself about what you have and start there. Now, look at this example. Back then in 2019, my ITP 32 goes up on 60%. Yes, that was so amazing. It goes up on 60%. That's why people in Akiteto will not forget me till date. I don't leave that place. So I spent most of my time at Akiteto using light and free Wi-Fi for Olatunde Victor's class. For crying out loud, who is this paying off for today? It is me. But then when I was there suffering with my play pants, with lots of mosquito biting me, were you there? So I have to recognize that what I have at that moment is what I can afford. My parents don't get shishi. So I have to stick to it and try to maximize it. Note, it will never be easy to do. Just like for me, you need a body to grow together. And I was trying to mention, okay, like one of my guys back then in 2020, CJ, we were working for a laundry brand that he was being paid 5K for brand designing. I was being paid 3K per month for marketing. And the funny part of it is that 3K I won't even get it completely after the end of the month. Because the person does not really value what I was doing. You get the fact, but then me and this guy will stick together. And right now we are still working together. We have been able to work with tens of brands, and then we've earned some couple of money. I don't know how much anymore. Now look at this. Always remember. If you can remember this video of Tinubu, he said, you protest though. You know protest though. I was. When he was doing the BBC interview, he said, if you are not going to vote for yourself, which of the candidates will you vote for? He said, none of them is qualified as I am. I'm not saying that I did not vote for him. I will not lie. I did not vote for him because I did not trust him. But then right now, I'm seeing glimpses of, okay, this one might actually have a plan. That's one is for another side. But take a close look at this. Use that part of him, that contextual part of him as an example. Always remember, your little drops of water, that one article that you're reading per day, like I was back then in 2020, this might not be easy for anybody, but if you can try it, no problem. I tried to do it again this year, but then no more, it has been hard. I was trying to read 2 to 3 articles per day throughout the entire 2020. There were days that I missed it, but if you are doing the calculation, you can imagine a lot of information that I've gotten. I've forgotten some of them though, but then they were so important to me. So you can think about this, your little drops of water, that 2 articles per day, your little grains of sand, that one person that you meet here today, and then you are thinking of how you can be impactful to that person with what you have to offer, will make you a mighty ocean and a precious land one day. God help you. The final step. Thank you so much. Please play my GIF for me now. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, guys. I don't like to stand up, so I don't like to stay on the podium. In public, to walk around with you guys. So, thank you for coming along to this event. How has it been so far? What's up? What you say? Also, can you please clap for the speaker so far, please? Alright, so I'm Frankie Brown, and I'm the founder of Cloud and Stylosity. Cloud is a tech brand. It's more like an ecosystem where we connect businesses and creatives. Then Stylosity is an outfit brand. You must have seen our store at Kapata Style Southgate. Okay, I'm also a student here, 400 level, Information Technology. Alright, so I'm talking about digital transformation. Now, the world is digital. I mean, everything you have right now is leveraging on the internet. I'm not saying offline marketing does not work, but you know, internet gives you access to people you don't even necessarily have to see on a day-to-day basis. I can work for a company without them seeing me. All I have to do is just make use of my skill, get paid, and solve their problem. So one thing with digital ecosystem is the fact that it solves problems. Now there are a lot of problems in this world. I missed Bab's session, but I'd love to be there. But one thing that I got from Aquila's open guest is the fact that the one is about the experience. It's not always about my name is this, my this is that. It's about what can you give to them when they think about you, when they see you, what comes to their mind. Now in the digital space, we have a lot of plans, a lot of businesses, and for you to know what you are doing, to know what you are doing, you need to focus on the people because you are trying to solve their problem. 2 years ago, I was part of the big market thing. You know, we have different presentations, and when I saw some brands like Ruby, can you list names for me? Fledex, yes. I was like, awesome, like the ideas were crazy. Very, very crazy. But one thing that limits us in the digital space is the fact that when it comes to funding, business scalability, it's a big headache. And even if you have a lot of money, there's no guarantee that your startup is going to survive. One thing I want to know is that the digital space is very, very competitive. And see, if you don't have a very great idea for that brand, it's going to fall. Now, let me go to this part. Let's talk about the digital skill acquisition part. I started learning web development as early as 14 years old. That was my SS2. You know, back then, if you see your friend doing anything you want to join, there's peer pressure. We're small now, we don't need to worry about what am I eating tonight. Mommy will cook. Abi? Exactly. So, we used to write codes on paper. W3 schools back then was, I think, just black and white. You know those days of Asha, Symbian phones.
If you had a Nokia Lumia back then, you'd be Odogu. But right now, iPhone everywhere. So when I started learning, I didn't have a plan. I just learned because people were learning. And that's the problem we have nowadays in digital space. Someone wants to learn graphic design today. Next week, UI UX. 1 month later, sir, I want to join product development. So there's a problem with purpose. In the digital space, you need a purpose to begin with. If you are entering this digital space, what do you want to achieve? What is your goal? This idea of mine, what am I going to solve with it? You know, an idea is just an idea. If it doesn't do what? It doesn't solve a problem. You know, when you are, doing brainstorming with your friends and someone shouts, idea! Now, it's very nice, but if that idea does not solve anything, it's just, idea! You get? Exactly. So, I didn't have a purpose. I was just learning for learning's sake. So when I wrote JAM in 2017, I picked NAB and I picked mechatronics engineering, combination of mechanical and electronics. Robot, I loved it. They didn't give me the course. They didn't give me the course, but they gave me something else. They gave me water resources and management. You know, I knew what I had to do. I mean, I can't imagine someone asking me, Fair, what's up? Please, what course are you studying? I'll be so. And during the orientation back then, they'll be whining you. His Daniel finished from FUNAB. He finished from this your department. That's true. His Daniel was actually a graduate of that department. That was what they wanted to use to, advertise them. I said, no big deal. I know big is Daniel. And his Daniel is not even using the water to do that kind of stuff. So I didn't want to stay at home, and I didn't want to go for the course. So I was like, let me just go for the course. After my first year, I'll run away. Maybe then, back then, your parents, it's more of what they want than what you want. I told them that this engineering that you guys are forcing on me, I'm more of a computer person. So I picked FUTA, then I still chose electrical and electronics. It was during the screening process I realized that electrical and electronics has the highest cut-off mark. I think it's something between our own sets. I was like, feel like say they get water for here, they go give me water again. Fine. So they gave me ICT, that was on the JAM CAPS page. Back then, this information tech was not yet accredited, so you can't find it directly. This is software engineering information system. So when I got to FUTA, they gave me information tech, and it brought me back to when I started learning web development in 2014. One thing I want to say is, purpose can help you focus on what you really need to do. I would have spent time doing the things that I don't really need to do, things that I can't really function at, if I didn't know that, okay, this is something that I could get better in. So please, if you decide to learn graphic design, don't learn it because your friend is learning it. If you want to learn UI UX, don't learn it because your friend is learning. Learn it because you see that you can solve a problem with this in the future. See, let me tell you the truth. It's not about passion, no. They will ask you, why are you in this field? I have passion for it. See, passion does not bring money. It doesn't. You can have passion for see. This is like now, CEOs found out that day. When I started Stylosity, my Stylosity story was even funny. Because I didn't see myself as a business person. It was just because people were curious to know who I used to get my vintage shirts from. And I was like, this one that people are looking for like a solution to vintage shirts. Let me start selling. Then I started as a job shipper. From there, you know the story now. But the point is, the purpose can help you understand the things you really need to do. And even as a business owner, you can leverage on the kind of digital opportunities that we have. You can't stay limited saying that I'm just selling perfume, I'm just selling sneakers or something. Now, investments in digital knowledge. That's what I want to talk about now. Investments in digital knowledge.
Peradventure, you've attended some classes on Instagram, you know, Twitter. They will tell you that just start a business, you'll make money. Now, the mistake we have nowadays is the fact that you will just come and say, I'm selling sneakers, I'm selling shoe, and that's it. See, it's not enough. Please, if you are here and you are selling clothes, are selling jewelry, it's nice. But you can't just sit down there and say that's all you are selling. You have to sell something else. Now, Aquila said something. He said, if you buy a shoe from me, you're not necessarily buying that shoe. You're buying the value that it can bring to you. Look at high food. When you buy high food, it's not because majority of you don't even know A16 Bionic chipset. Probably if you're in tech, you know all those processors. We don't know them. We just buy why? Because if I hold iPhone in public, maybe they will look at me, this guy get class. That kind of stuff. Exactly. So the value it can bring as a business owner, don't just say I'm selling perfume. See, you have to learn. As an influencer that I am, when people come and say, Cracky, I want you to promote my card for me, I ask them, like, okay, what is your plan? Do you just want to generate leads? What's your plan? I say, I'm not currently available, and I want my business to still be, publicized. And I'm like, it's not going to be effective. Because if I generate the leads and they get to your WhatsApp and there's nothing, they will leave. And you waste your money. I'm not after your money. I don't even need to influence like that. So, see, please, you have to learn the selling part of your business. I'm not talking about selling shoe. Like, you need to learn sales. The greatest skill you ever learn. Selling. See, selling is, and you don't need to have a business before you sell. I think Abdullah mentioned something like that. You are a brand. Do you know Davido is not an influencer? He's a musician. But can he influence? Davido is a brand. Him is a brand. So, for your business, you need to learn complementary skills. Now, these complementary skills are inherent in the digital space. There are a lot. Now, look at the emergence of ChatGPT. See, I really love that artificial intelligence thing. When people come to my team, they will cry, Kaki, I don't want to learn graphic design anymore. They said AI is going to replace us. Please help my life. What should I learn now? I say, calm down. God created you for a reason. God did not create AI. Your own is natural intelligence. And natural should actually overpower artificial. All you need to do is make use of that artificial. Let it help your natural. Not as if the artificial will replace you. Now, if I want to come up with content, there was a time I wanted to send, let me tell you my secret. Please don't share it outside. We are live. Okay. So I wanted to write a letter to a business. Don't let me say business. I wanted to write a letter to a firm because I'm looking at the collaboration deal. If I post on my status that can someone help me with proposal, I'm definitely going to get hundreds of DMs. Don't worry, Cracky, I'll do it for you for free. But I just wanted to do it myself. And I went to ChatGPT. I was interacting with the bot, like, sometimes you search for some things on Google and you'll be asking yourself, like, why would you ask Google? But you are confident that something will pop. I asked the bot some crazy questions and I was so amazed by the responses. See, this is the digital era, you have to embrace it. It's not coming to replace you as a physical business owner or something. It's just to assist you. So if you are selling shoes, it's not until you post 30 threads every day. Come and buy shoe, come and buy shoe. You can start storytelling. I love storytelling a lot. You know that time when there was
That time that shuttle refused to work, and people started trekking. I was fortunate to be in a conversation with someone. The person was like, from Southgate to Senate, it's not even far. It's not far. And I've been taking shuttle. You know that is a lie, it's far. But the reason is, he has gotten used to the trekking, and he wants to justify the trekking. That's why they will say, people buy with what? Emotions. And they justify with logic. We are rational beings. So obviously you want to make it make sense. I'm out. So now, as someone selling shoe now, you can come in there and come like, trekking is not bad. I just want to give you a quick storytelling. That is like back then. He used memes. I love using memes on my status. Make it interactive. Don't just be flat and boring. So you can say, you guys that have been trekking, how far? Hope your leg is not sore. What if you get a nice footwear from my gland? So as you are trekking with confidence. Calm down. Normal, trekking is not really good. That's why I don't get money to take shots. But at the same time, let me feel good about trekking. So when you see me, I'm not ashamed. See, if you wear Prada, you want to trek everywhere, let them see you. Maybe, when you go to school and you wear a nice dress, you want to go to classes that they don't even invite you. Because you want them to see you. Exactly, but when you wear stupid clothes, you'll be dodgy. So as a business owner, these are the things you now bring into your brand messaging. And this is why the internet space, you can reach a wide range of people. Closing, I would say there's more. Web3 is here, we have the tokens, blockchain. See, as a student, don't just say I'm just after my 5.0. It's nice, but see, this digital age, make sure your kids don't query you in the future. I'll be like, what were you doing? Because there's a lot. You can stay in school and work for grants outside the country, make your money, still go to class, make your all of them. So please, digital wise, embrace it and do well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Cracky Brown. You got paid for that name, sure. Okay, so for the next speaker, keynote speaker, he's going to be telling us a story. Akonde Pelumi. So he's a young, innovative entrepreneur who is well-grounded with business development, innovation, and conceptual branding. Akonde has built his career around tech and business, of which has seasoned him to be the founder of TBM Nigeria, a fast-growing ecosystem that permits technology to bring ease to all areas that affect everyday life of an individual. So it's an ecosystem that cuts across e-commerce, education, entertainment, energy, and technology. He's currently the CEO of TBM Events, Director for Learning at Coast Academy, a scholarship program designed to help get young folks into tech and business. Akonde has built many successful businesses and is still building more. He has been often regarded with many aliases like the king of partnerships, most popularly known as Akonde Bezos, for his enthusiastic interest for business and 21st century entrepreneurship. So, ladies and gentlemen,
let me not say what is on my mind. Good afternoon, everybody. They make me laugh because I short. You can see others. All right. They gave me 10 minutes to talk about how to convert money to ideas, how to convert ideas to money, the story. Mr. Odisa, he know it's me. 10 minutes to tell you all my shit and pass through TBN. It's not enough. So, how many of you know me here? You know me here, raise up your hand. Let me see if I have people that pride. I get pride. It's not easy. Okay. I might be talking like a pastor, one or two, because I am. I say apologies to you guys. I'm a pastor. So in case I say hallelujah, just say praise the Lord. So I'll be talking about how to convert ideas to money, the story. And I'm just here to tell a story. I'm not here to give you 5 Gs to success, 79 ways to make money. No. I'll be very, very realistic. 100 ways to die. I'm not the one that say that one. So I'll start with telling you TBM story. Please help me celebrate some special people here. I have the head of finance for TBM. He's here, person of fortune, head of celebrating. And the speaker that just left here is the CTO of TBM, person of Frankie Brown. And I, the small boy, I'm the younger brother, I'm the CEO of TBM. Alright, so in 2021, October 31st, we launched TBM. The hype was very, very crazy. Listen to my story, you will laugh. The hype was very, very crazy. People were hyping us. So it's an e-commerce platform, just like the way we have Jumia. So one of the interesting things that when you buy from TBM, you get paid for buying. Are you seeing it now? Very, very interesting. So the first month, we expected that unique selling point to actually make people to buy. First month, no sales. Second month, no single order. Third month, you know the answer. No sales. And people were still hyping, my friends were still posting TBM Agba, CEO. And I was expecting that they're saying CEO and you'll be receiving orders. But on the other hand, my account was turning red because I was paying for hosting of 100,000 every year. I'm seeing shaking. Alright? And so my idea that I have that was thinking that I will make 3 million, 5 million in the next 5 years or next 2 months as this. And they say tech is sweet. Unknowingly, I was seeing shaking in return. So the 4th month again, no sales. The 5th month, no sales, no single order. The 6th month, what's the answer? No sales. The 7th month, 1 single order. The person bought shirt of 3.5. The gain on that shirt was 250 naira. Are you seeing it now? So people that have been seeing that they are hating me is a lot that have passed through, and that's why I'm short, because a lot I'm seeing making me short. I can't talk. Are you with me now? So I was already devastated that God, is it that I don't have sense or I have spiritual problem? But I want to bring out something for you about converting ideas to money. Always note something down. That the idea you start with though is not necessarily the idea that will benefit you at the end. Are you with me now? That you start with selling shoes does not mean you make money from selling shoes. You can be selling polish and that's where you make your money. Are you with me now? Now, by the end of 2022, you know I've said that 6 to 7 months, you only make 250 naira. By the end of 2022, TBM ended up recording close to about $7,000 in transaction. I'm not using this to people that don't know that this is true. I post it on my status every time. And how come? Having series of months with no single order, with no sales. The thing was that the e-commerce platform was not the big breaker. The big breaker was the event ticket. Are you with me now? So by, I think March 16, we launched TBM event, and the day we launched, immediately, we got 3 events that we ran ticketing for, and since then, now the revenue that we did that last year is what we now do monthly. Are you seeing it now? Now, the e-commerce, does that mean that e-commerce idea is rubbish? But the e-commerce idea led to us to build a subsidiary that is feeding the initial idea. Are you getting me now? So converting ideas to money is not that you have one idea and that idea must be your ending point or ending limit. The thing that you should be opening your eyes to is that how can you split or break your idea into micro ideas? Are you with me now I'm saying? Now, the main thing that keeps a business, because I tell you that if you are doing a business and you're not making money, you're just running charity organization. Are you with me now? And that period, that 7 months, I was actually running charity organization because I was the one paying TBM, TBM was not paying me. Are you feeling me now? So, as a business person, I'll make some kind of examples here that you should know. What I'm going to talk about here is subsidiaries and competition. Subsidiaries and competition. The only way to keep your idea to work, to convert or to make money, is to build or distribute or to build those ideas into micro ideas, or build businesses that are similar to that particular idea of yours, to that particular product of yours, that can in turn trade for you. Are you with me? Are you making sense? Now, first example. How many of you drink Pepsi? You drink 7-Up. You drink Sprite. You drink call those carbonated drinks for me. Fanta, good. That's how to stop Fanta. But if you drink those things, you don't check something. People just drink, you don't check something. But when I do check it, you know I ever order. Have you checked the bottom of those bottles? There's something they do right here in that place. What they write? 7-Up Bottling Company. Now, no, there's a Pepsi Bottling Company. And you see the right Pepsi Bottling Company in Pepsi, in 7-Up, they write it in Sprite, they write it in Fanta, they write it in where? Ever. Now, the main product is Pepsi, but the sustainable product and Sprite. So suppose I don't have good taste for Pepsi, but you can have good taste for Sprite. Are you feeling now? I don't, like me personally, I can't take carbonated drinks, but I will drink what trouble. Which makes an affiliated company to Pepsi. I see now. So Pepsi does not need to, if they don't make money from Sprite, they can make money from Nutribank. Now, the main idea is carbonated, the way Pepsi is sold. But that Pepsi, many people can criticize Pepsi on social media, but they will not go and criticize Sprite. Because Sprite is an unobserved market. Are you seeing it now? So converting ideas to money is not by saying that I started with making shoe, that I should only make shoe alone. I have a friend there, Ebon, is here, he makes number shoes. I told Ebon, I said, sir, if you want to keep up with making money, you can, it's not important that you only sell shoes. You can sell the material that they used to make the shoe. In so doing, the day that you don't make money from making the shoe, you can make money by selling the material to those that make the shoe. Are you getting me now? Is that an idea? You have been able to what? Break those your idea, that particular single one. I also have a friend, her name is AG. She sells vintage, she sells necklace, she sells. Many people do criticize all these people that do call Arika collection, all those things collection. You know them. You criticize, they don't even make millions, but you don't know. Yes, why? They'll put the name collection. Let me break it down to you. You see the one, they'll sell sneakers, they'll sell vintage, they'll sell bag. My sister do all those kind of things. They'll sell glasses. And you will see them, the way they'll be changing their phone. Then you begin to have this stereotype that one boyfriend, one Yahoo guy is funding them. Error, no, nobody's funding most of them. Most of them have been able to disintegrate their businesses into smaller platforms. That if they don't make money from the sneakers, person like me can not buy crazy juice, but I can buy sneakers. Yes, I wear senator from Monday to Friday. I'm a Bill Obama, Homo Bad on the menu or something. 20 years. Yes, I promote Africa from morning to night. I cannot wear crazy jeans because I'm a pastor. That's my own belief. I don't even like this. I only have two. But I can buy their shoes. I can buy their shirts. I can buy their package shirts. Does that say that they are not making money? They are making money. So whenever you want to sell or you want to convert your ideas to money, it is very, very important that you break down those businesses into smaller platforms. Now, I'll give you a perfect example for TBM. TBM event, actually. TBM itself has 7 subsidiaries. Only one is what? That TBM event has 4 subsidiaries. I know, me, I'm a man that like money. I must eat. You understand what I'm saying? As I'm short, I consume a lot. The guy was saying, not that food alone. I need to look cool. I need to be presented, but I say, you're about. So, now, I sell tickets for event organizers that found that sell event tickets away for parties, concerts, festivals, and the likes. Then I saw that one day and said, okay, these people will come. They'll be, I know the mic. You do not. I'm a very, very skilled person. I want you to make money. So, and I've seen shake it, so I don't. So, I think last year, okay, no, what you said. Last year, we started event tickets
And I said that, okay, for event tickets, I'll be able to do $7,000. No, for event tickets. Good morning. I'm happy. I'm in a good phone. I eat well. You know what I'm saying? How can I make money from this money? There's a slang that I do tell my friend. Make money inside money. Are you with me now?
Oh yes.
You are following me?
Oh yes.
Now let me explain to you.
Right on.
CBN event has event security, event management, stage management, event mobility. CBN event also have event promotion. I'm at here now. Like, follow me now. So if they come to me and say they want to do tickets, I will tell them we also offer event promotion. They just don't open. Then they say, how can I promote my event? I say, because it is suspicion. Another money. Are you mean now?
Oh yes.
They pay for it. They promote the event. They sell tickets. Now it is in the day of the event. I say, Malda, I do not manage security. Do you have any downside? But my Friday. We have security service. So I'm not only making money from selling tickets for them. My ticket percentage like 5 to 6%, but I may make maybe 20K from selling one ticket from one person or single event. But if I offer event promotion, after that, you have to also for you start paying for me that. Even pay because you see what ticket to sell. Am I right?
Yeah.
That's good. So that's how much now? That's 70,000. Now, our security service for one security agent, one bouncer. Okay.
For one security agent, that is one bouncer, we'll collect 15,000 naira. I used to say, you see, it on his head. This morning, I don't care. You pay. You pay. Person paid yesterday. You pay. I get to me now. You pay. And at the end of the day, you don't need one bouncer because they need to support themselves. That's true. So you pay 30,000. So the money I'll give to the bouncer, you will take care and keep the 20. Are you feeling me now? So it is one single idea that we are resting on. That's the ticketing. But inside the ticketing, you have split it to the security. The next one, event publicity. I know that the people that want to give what is a waterfall, Quebec, if excursion, those kind of things, picnic, beach week, whatever it may be. And I know that I'm money with this. Then I said, if you have any event that you are hosting, maybe you are hosting your organizer is staying in Lagos and the event you are hosting is maybe, let us say, Osho State, and you are thinking on how to convey people to that particular position. Let me tell you another good news. We can offer the those that take your audience to that place, but you will pay. One boss, you see them college, the mind give me, how much be 25,000, depending on the kind of boss it takes. There's Costa, there's Vans, and the next. Are you getting me now?
Oh yes.
See, that mobility is also split. There's premium and there's basic. Are you with me now? Are you converting your own ideas already? I said, so the thing about making money is to be able to follow the money. You know what the thing is? Just follow it. I know that this someone is a bastard billionaire. And I'll go with a partner. People, they don't see that they're king of partnership. I've never spent a dime. Some I love you, but I've never spent a dime to market TBN in my life. You know that newsflash. You can use the head of finance, it's stingy. They're never going to TBN money and say, I want to promote TBN. Samu is my friend. You know that interesting one. So that is making sure that there's wash money on ground, but I still short and affecting live. Out of his heart. But maybe I don't have money. I need help, I'm mad. So it's time. You don't know my account balance, so you don't know if it's scam or not. So the real analogy of my story now, I think I'll tell you a story. The real analogy of that story is that for idea to work for him, is really to disintegrate that symbol into rain. Last part, I'll give you examples, many examples. Last part, this started with 1,000 naira in shaking. Let me tell you how that's I open the yash of all the CEO for you, and making money from your bottom. Now, outside I did 3 packages for you now. There's Jumbo, Terminal, there's Jumbo. I'll cast it strategy. There's Jumbo, there's 3 packages, am I right? There's one with normal turkey, there's one with 2 turkey, there's one with turkey and paste.
Last one.
Clap for me now. Okay, I'll round up with that. This one I learn. Hope I learn it. So that's one. That's why I come again. We not consult at TC, but I can look at the nice. We pay me for no more, even no flying. Not come boga. Instead to go. Not come again. Spare course. I think look at this smile. Sure, are you getting me? So I can make series of examples. I don't want to make big example of Dangote and that, but I'm making an example that you understand. I guess now I'm launching an academy, and the academy is to sponsor me to learn 10 skills. Because when I want to learn 10 skills, we will call plan. Wait till I can go. I want to start and I pay this amount. So I said, okay, we'll be funding people to learn 10 skills to get career to take on business. And I'll teach 2 scholarships to 3 people today to get in. I'll get to it. So I end up with this. I don't have a lot of things to say, but it's not want me to talk. But I'm sure that you guys got 1 or 2. All right, the last one. I will break it down for you. Another TBS subsidiary is that we are building. I just want to expose it to me. Now we have TBA for e-commerce, we have TBA for events, we have TBA for flips, and we have TBA for both. And then you say, I don't even remember again. We have TBA for, I think, education, that's the Coast Academy. We have, it's plenty. So this is the plan. So if you buy shares from TBA, you can go to party by attending events that are listed on TBA events. No. If you go to events, you spend money when you go to events. So you need to reduce the knowledge that you acquire that to make you money. So you come to Coast Academy to learn. The third one, TBA for foods. One guy wanted to launch Gary Flakes for students and other kind of stuff like that. So you cannot move with that energy. So I'm not only making money from the party that they go through us, the academic that they learn through us. We also make money from the free time fees through us. Well, yeah. It started with just e-commerce, and you to split it into subsidiaries. So the only thing that can make your idea to work, so you don't get discouraged if what you start with is not giving you money. Go and look at look around. What do you have? With that thing that you have, where you can split and to convert from later. Thank you so much for the session. God bless you.
That's many people now in this case. Then keep going, so I think we have. Please, I'm chilling, but I speak this one. You just a little more. Thank you, thank you. Yes. Thank you, John. I'll be here. You can get me when you go. Read the shows. Feel the seats in front of you walk. Take a look. Let me welcome us to our staff. Being in school in clubs. On that first. It's okay. You know the creator. But I'm going to say the pastor and students. Brother, rapper, audience in there. And here we go. Finally, we have recorded that. And hello. Please, especially when I'm talking, please shouts.
social media manager behind Click Even and BNT. Bro, where are you? Sorry, can I find the name?
Use structure. Little them and do that. Yeah. That?
That is still days with a wire shot. So the sun got covered. Yeah, Randy Pender's got the spoke more.
Thank you so much, Jerry. So this is going to be a quick one. Hey guys. Basically, I have a couple questions here for everybody here. So we have two sessions. The first one is user acquisition and retention, raising funds and generating revenue targets. And the second one is a discussion on the life of a student entrepreneur, the ups and downs. Please. That makes a big loss. That's the first session. Okay, so this one is on user acquisition and retention. What are some of the effective strategies for acquiring new users or customers in today's competitive market? So this is how I think we should do it. It's really just going to be one question per speaker. So if you'd like to answer the question, just like. Okay. Okay. First, what are some of the effective strategies for acquiring new users or customers in today's competitive market? How can we get new business?
What new users or customers? Because let me do like that. There's a difference between user, paying customer, and paying user in the customer. If it's this user, this paying customer, this paying user, or the customer. Now, a user is someone that practically knows you, but don't use you. Every user therefore buy it from me. Now, a paying customer, a paying user is someone that buys from. Are you going to? But a customer is someone that comes to buy and always come back to buy. I didn't. There's someone that fails that come back more than one. So I can be a paying user and not buying. So how can you get active users in this space, this competitive space of business? My answer to that question will be, there is always a customer for every product. It is who you are selling to that matters. Who are you selling to? Who are your audience? It is always a certain person kind of buy. As they will buy some kind of drinks, some kind of foods, some kind of drugs, they are made without sacrifice. But the thing is that the product you are selling or the service you are offering, who are you turning to? That will be my answer. The shortest of customer.
Okay, so as they're answering these questions, if you have questions of your own, and just note them down because we take random questions from the audience. Thank you. So we have lots of questions. I'd like you to just keep answering. Well, sure, yeah. So another one still on user acquisition and retention is, how can businesses ensure customer satisfaction, improve customer retention rates?
Yeah.
Sorry, this, if I read the person claim, but how can businesses special?
Any satisfaction.
Okay, so, if I start this like, I think for what I do, fortunately, personally, I get with dark side first of all, almost I was running a restaurant, and that was something that just without customers every day. I really understood don't. I mean, it means I always have to dark regularly. Yeah. No, from let me just say experience. People actually go to gurus. Alright,
So what works for one customer might not work for the other. So now it has to be you trying to ensure that every of your customer are satisfied with your products. Really first thing to ensure is quality of the products. 2 or 3 customers are not saying the same thing about the products and it would be like you have to ensure the quality of the product. If your product is going to they ensure that the customers are going to be satisfied with the service product that they get and it should be helpful.
Thank you so much. Right, so it says something about quality. That's like regain customers this is because of your products. Let's keep it touch. And then the next question is, are there any specific telemarketing techniques or tools that have proven successful for user acquisition and retention?
I don't know about tools. I really don't know about tools or techniques. But one thing is sure, if you know to, we are talking about customer retention and user acquisition, you have to work here on lead generation and networking. These are things and bits are leads generation, networking. Most of the time, there's an issue we have. When we want to sell to people, we just want to sell to the top 3%. The top 3% are people that are ready to earn. Let me use an analogy. In the market for the top 3% are the people that have asked from the willingness to buy your products. The other 7% are people that are always to buy your product. Okay, they are not, it's not like they want to buy, but they are open to kind give them some information on the The other 30% are people that are not interested in work papers, but then they want to buy G-Dot. And we have others that whatever, no matter what to tell them, they're not going to buy. But like they're selling here and they're making theirs. Yeah, they are buy. So when we focus most of our time on selling to people that want to buy, we miss out on the others. You get. So more than techniques or very left, that's later. That's what the means that people that you get with a space that are not really ready to buy, but they are there. And in the long run, they keep them long enough. They tend to refer their friends, their family, just like the other speakers have said. People that need to refer their friends, even if they're not the events. Thank you.
Right, so one of the strategies that's worked for the US has been that regard is something called TV buff. TV buff. Right, so this is strategy that names in 2021 for my short string. And C stands for traffic source. V stands for volume. Cause is really effort. So whatever it is you're trying to sell the market, that's a very simple strategy that can really work and it'll work for me all of them. So first of all, you have to know your traffic source. Know people who are personally makes about them, know your audience, basically. And Friday, try offering value to these people. At this point, you're not selling anything today. You're not telling them what's in pay to sell to them. What you're doing is offering the value that's so much related to what you wait to scale to them. So that's kind of the one thing about offering volume, the free volume, those who are linked or this one, is that it kind of registers in their head that space and give
I think contents.
this is where your dynamics in mind. So of course, value only the calling one of my externally video content to free courses, whatever it is, but be very dynamic. You know, so offer value before you not slow the robust thing. So and when you're offering a value, you have to be top on this now. And one mistake a lot of people make is that when offering the after down, they give their best. But when it's really that buying and product of violence, but they don't really be that standard, so it feels like session. So make sure standard you are offering, when you're offering that free value, maintain that standard. So very simple strategy, CD of traffic source, value, that's we also over there.
Great, thank you.
Thank you very the old customer acquisition, the secret in there. I think those speakers have said it well in terms of especially CDO, because I don't even understand that because I like of content markets. But we have to understand that value is objective. Yes. So what's invaluable to me when it should be valuable to you? And this is where you really understand the who you're trying to sell to. comes into play. Yeah, so there has to be a place where you are learning about the guys that you're trying to solve. And this will guide your decisions as a business owner. This will guide kind of content superstar. This will guide the way you do your content. So if you are selling the products and you know that people that will use your products are not people that check their emails, don't say because email marketing and newsletters are cool, you want to build an email list. Like, don't waste your efforts.
Yeah.
But understanding that these are who these guys are, the guy they check out at, will really help you channel your efforts at the method or winning.
Thank you so much. Yeah. We get explained that a lot. Don't forget to prepare questions. There's someone is waiting there. If you have questions, let's put them down. Take very soon. So another one is, what role does data analytics play in understanding the behavior of brain optimizing acquisition and retention efforts?
Yeah.
I'd love to. It's been clear, I thought. Data. We could say very important to keep your ass. Though we have not good source that you use, thankfully because it is so. So easy that we don't for us, but looking for some application. Going into matter inside application, we aim to see all the necessary parts. I'll feel something like penalty down the teeth. That's the simplest stuff that needs to do at least. And I was able to see who brought some, which speaker brought this person. When I get them, and I'll copy one thing. You can also link social station and part first one. Here, check these are lights, we do one. How finishing a business is when you look or see it on the walls, why will you go on the zones? When it specifies from and we cover down into the business and manage, there is what is copy that is implicit for point 1 So how do you calculate so these definitely not from the first time about the fourth plan. They kind of break the special business cards. Without them, where am I like nothing? Where am I practice film? Where then to fair our business cards? Where is my selling points? Both writing paint my shirt as well. We're small with England. We have to count a nice bridges in town.
Thank you so much. So I think this should be for business. So how can businesses leverage social media platforms to attract and retain users?
Other businesses leverage social media and trades. Hey. The thing is that business is somehow too because I don't use Instagram, I don't use Twitter, but I use WhatsApp. I use some of these. And I told you my story during time. Compare, imagine doing a lot of revenue with Winston. So, how did I leverage from that WhatsApp thing to get so much natural? Okay. One of the things that I think helped me was that I found that I was using WhatsApp to promote a ticketing company, which the ticketing company eventually did largely. I made sure that I joined community that related to my company. I think what I'm saying. Now, event tickets, the kind of people you need are people that organize events, event promoters, so music promoters. How do I do that? I was also a music promoter, so they created a WhatsApp group, so-called WhatsApp group, that Lagos Freelance are inside Lagos promoters. I joined the group. So every morning, I'll be sending flyer of TBM emails, telling them if you are not using TBM your ticketing, you'll reply to not settlement. That is confidence. On the other hand, I also have another tech community, which I think me, Babs, Fortune here in that community. I was doing the same too. So I don't use, I told you, I've never spent money to promote to be. I've first money to do everything else with Facebook cards. I don't think it's 3 game about we do it. So one of the things that have helped me, I joined community that affects that business, that particular business. And if I'm as I'm creating those academy, I have community of stick people that are late to learn things. That's one of those
It's a joint communities, they're very much where as no person. Okay, three.
Thanks. It absolutely new. Well, I think, first of all, your target audience, it can't necessarily find them every place, right? So I would say no platform that you can find your target audience. So, if I'm a good example, if I'm selling, let's say if I'm looking for jobs, if I'm looking for jobs, like, I think most likely where I can sell my service, a platform like Ming. So my point is that just to do the platform where you find the obvious, and you find them more on Instagram or Facebook and leverage on that platform. And I think one other thing that works very well in optimizing class service skill and user partnerships with that's what it is.
Alright. How do you want to take up magic as a time as much as possible? With no one seats, whatever one thing to push out, make sure it's as natural as possible. Myself and PRPL have exposure to something else. That was one thing to participate in development was make sure one thing as natural as possible. Think things that fly out are because natural ones. When I was very active in shipping the I was very natural in my content, and sometimes I want to I do videos of forex related things. I very active. I will make sure my content are as possible. So there are other creators out there telling you, oh, this is what you do to make a trade, stage a scope loss, stage a tick point, blah 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 blah. I developed all that. So what I did was that I looked out for the problems that a lot of forex traders treat, and I told stories about those problems. And while telling stories about this problem, I offer solutions to this problem. So people want to know you can relate, and today people want to know you know what you are going through. They don't want to be there. They want you to know, oh, this guy vibes with me. So most of people call all this around. People you believe understand you. Am I right? As I see, a lot of people follow not usually. But if you want to gain traction as much as possible with social media and everything, make sure that everybody that out there is as natural as possible. They go about doing just be natural. Doesn't have to pay.
Cool. Thank you so much. Well, you have your next locations of universities and miracles. And thank you. Alright, so on to the next phase, which is about raising funds. Okay, so we have the business idea. We know how to get insights and retain them. So how do we raise funds? What are the different funding options available for startups on this business? And what key factors do investors consider when they invest in a business?
You start with well, the director is to see one method is to waste gold is better than thought.
It's a nice. It was first one.
Yes, friends already the news. I'll stop the mix record because that be with heavily late meeting Kenny and the fights against us. Right? How's that work? The right thing just goes out. And he's what you don't love that feeling. Grew up, then you didn't see the barrier. With the you could the defendant have any alley to give that debt. Any less get on it. You go somebody with 18 on task. Still in it.
Okay. To do some downs in a single.
So this is the thing. That was waiting to meet Amazon.
Yeah.
He was served with the state making you can start to discuss like the stage of our problems to be done. We are. Yeah. It really did. I'm a bit. You don't get up and that. So we see that the range of latency the great amazing thing about to means where is going and he also clear. Where should really deal. And that's pretty nice to very so I'm willing to give it to my headset. And if you need to click on the was there above detail and design. Raise it once, we play with the way you play it. Very visible to really live to try to constantly you don't design it. This was
Let me just add to me on the same, then natural. Many of startup founders are frustrated, and this my feeling that is describe me that they are only using its own, and it is quite steady. You better know to do it. Yes. So another way to respond is hackathon. If they say hackathon, don't think it is tech. I get to you. If they say hackathon, don't think I cannot pass it because it is not building the website. Say hackathon, and after whatever it is, you understand the complication you've been on the first day.
What is hackathon about?
Like where people come, we can pitch their idea. The first person that had the best speech brings a particular be this. I think when Amak is doing one now, and they'll find students we can apply. So it's not until you have a website, one mobile app from that to idea like that, and that you cannot participate in those kind of competitions. Also, these grants, we can apply for grants to get one. These grants is very, very helpful because when the investors invest in the company, they will demand a certain percentage out of the company, which will put you on the wrong and lack of percent. So everything has complication. If you are bootstrapping, you quickly have a profession. That's one. If you're under investor, you'll be on the right things. Because anybody that pay like 1 million in your business, we're going to get 1.5. Are you with me now? So the best to go for, I do advise you to go for, is grants. Give me money and don't come back. So if I fail, I'm going to say I fail. And if I make money, I'm going to say I make money. Are you with me now?
I think I'll lay a bit in front then. I've had my share of funding, and yeah, like I said, business strap on. For starts, personal savings. Yeah, they forgot to mention one of the ways to risk up to a business is a personal savings. Basically, that the personal savings will go to. So even though you can't get more from people, you have to permit to say this. If you are serious about your business, they should be able to permit a part of the savings to their business. There's family and friends. I don't know about foods. I don't know family and friends. Alright. I don't know about foods, family and friends. And there's something called venture capital and venture study. I just keep big millions in that. The venture capital is just that it's continuing like investor, giving them probably a 4 years of PPT in the business. Or when you have to keep market that interest at an enterprise like that. And there's venture studio. Venture studio is like you want to build now, where they sit your business down, they feed you knowledge you need for your business. So better when you give the knowledge away, take the cost and make your business run effective. So these are areas when you can win. And one thing is, like I said, is be mindful of getting another reason. The very mention. That's how I advise like starting out. Be a bootstrapper. There's no pride in it. Though you need it. Because starting out it's a pressure nature. It's not very committed. Your family have raised the first damage. I completed my restaurants, Jada that's a force that's very exposed this year. And then how much I spent. I spent close to 2 million. But imagine me going to like that or my links, tell them that I have my plan to be the restaurants and I need 2 million there. So I'll get to work. So by the end of the day, I have to be able to give customers service to do most of it. Thank you.
I didn't get it. So I think this question, is it just for startups or alternative? Because I feel like that's where the startups are business.
Both of them.
So and I've never been a company that. Because the oppression is there, I never been founded in my life. I spent my career about 2 to 4 years ago, and I always do that. Well, enjoy it, and I like it. Yeah. Yeah, I did it in a way. But it's what I've also been fortunate to be from what we see from alternatives, those with possibility
on the core planning called events and certain claims and stuff. And what events, especially from the system or if I don't know if you wrote and we recently completed this happened that I was a part of recall. What I learned was how, aside from family friends, I didn't know if there is a was but once I learned there was how they leveraged on permission as far as for forms or how we got this spot. How we leverage on this about bonds there, how that there was a lot of money in opportunities and everything they look saying to like the guys as and it's just looking at buckets. And I think what that means for us, any appropriate as businesses, as all of the others, it means that even though you don't have to want it to be that you want it to particular that, you have something. Yes. So it might be that though because of your personality or manners, you have an audience. Or because of we have an event, people are going to come for an event. All that people that have to matter. You want this, they want eyeballs. Yes. You want eyeballs. Yes. And this headlines calls that become resulting of this side you can come I can sponsor my event, sponsor this, sponsor is my launch I'm at 2 years. And from this I will give you this, I'll give you X, Y, Z. So I think it's will require you on a level to really lose can what be. There is some perspective of solving this lesson before. Like little word I think where do I have and the role is just do I have and how can I make this means because you guys just actually could talk about getting a doesn't know why. It is. I don't know.
So the amazing thing is, you guys have answered like almost all the questions. I'm just checking in. Okay, check. Cool. Okay.
Splits. Look at the walls. It did. What our friends are saying is, when the church started, lots of some women in the not requests. We can't use each know the value you are committed. And just come to me and say, I'm okay with your business. When I'm like, why can we go? Now, value does not mean money. This can be organizing, families, if you have anything, people are done. A lot with expressing the Sunday accepted as part of life. And my points to my point, I do know about valuations. Now, how do you validate things forwards? I had to get the sales test. So the people have said that 16% for 400 K, don't tell what and then if you're there. I'm not. So, I don't think we have only like in our school. I learned also it's budgets for already ministers that I am this is good, people this you. So you Paul Carroll and he says that's why he makes like this delve into the wisdom.
Okay. So the last question of this sense is, because you talk about hackathon, and would like to know, are there any specific tips or strategies for creating a compelling pitch deck to attract potential investors? So when you want to create a pitch deck, do you just have like tips for us? How should we make it a train to?
Okay, if you are doing pitch deck, the part that the person you are pitching or maybe person you are able to pitch to, what is the part that can make him make win. Nothing concern if you are the first person that is into that kind of idea. Nothing concern them. We pitch set of people some time ago, and I'll be honest with you. That competition, graphics spoke about it. I mentioned those companies. Those technical part of the we thought they said, hey, John, this is a big idea and joke myself. I felt that I'm better reading this thing. We ended up becoming second. What was interesting about her was the revenue calculation was reactivity. I get to know emphasis on
realistic. Your making money should be realistic. Not that your making money should be 5 steps. I don't know if you are getting me. If you pitch, let me open your eye. Let me go to pitch for Ghana Bank this next week. If you are pitching for them, the only thing that they will ask you, how can you make money? And if you cannot answer that question, you pitch them, what the designer do? You are not some that chance. The epicenter of all those designs is how can it do so well? Levels.
It's okay.
And our possible
Thank you. Start like the business.
that except yes, when it's was also in the country. If your business makes 1% profit and let's be that I mentioned this profit 10% on and spring bonds saying big 10% on. I think you provide us. These guys are preached you know somehow business rule. You know that business are not body making machines. See, they try so hard to please way of bishops on there, tweak some numbers there. You end up fixing yourself in the lead. Secondly, one thing I've noticed about pitch to be phrased that most of the interviews and most of the pitches that turn out good are the one-on-one pitches. Not students from some mixes. Myself and on the don't preach to the people. Chris and go pitch there and we also have our boss at the teams and we no it's only some just after. So outside all these auditions, so I think the weekend.
Yes, yes.
So we can obviously so look see something we give them and what you notice people we do are their assets very sincerity. This the whole know that most of the guys that they're saying in CBM now people will be one-on-one maybe see so ultimately they don't look like they have them but nobody are them. So all of them like Alpha Bro of all we believe that Susan Mountain. The way you look at radius this mountain that I had to wait 4 months at 6 months. We don't we people I mean they say it's me, don't tell you back in the day I went back in 3 months. What's that? Business you ain't maybe. Business is doing more still but so you have to expand out of this scope. Don't get too excited, let me give you money and get it out and give you back 20% in 1 year. Alai or business settles down. Team will grow as so you have to understand that it takes time for this to happen. Just simply they talk to them, since they will do the 3 years, 5 years. Now mostly 1 year and they hit people this back in line and all that on you. So maybe reach teams, maybe reach
piece. You know? Okay, so thank you, Kenneth. Well, just quickly, because we're merging 2 sessions in one, sorry. The other one is a discussion on the life of a student entrepreneur, the up and down. So after all of this, tell us how we go. So what would you read? The off you down. 1 minute, no, 2 minutes each can be realistic. 2 minutes.
Yeah, they're realistic with sleeping early. Okay, well, it's not easy.
In my fire, this way.
Got you. Rain is not the smallest thing that happened to me. Let's give you a brief story. I left things to this absurd. So, the first day I lost last pump, brain beating. That day, I was at Southgate, and I was thinking to myself, you saying me? I was like, my parents are pleading with you.
Well, you still want to preach yourself.
And like, if I call my weekly 50K, I need to. So there are a lot of ups and downs. Maybe you have to talk about making screen. It's every again, like I said, again clean you have to be around. If you're the first time, finding out employees, and there are 6 of them down. But then I still have to be around. I close from the work around at least 10:30 level every day. I still have to be in school, sometimes for classes, and sometimes to be around. At 7:30 late, I'm brought to school. So, if anyone tells you that it's easy, unless they're just going to touch various things in that group, they're doing more than they have to understand that you have to do double level. They have to do double level. I mean, I have to show up for work. I can't sleep because I'm feeling down. Not possible. He gets. there are a lot of issues attached to it, but you have to be disciplined. I can't say because, I mean, these people, I was on the fan. I was very sick. I was terribly sick. But the work had to pretend. And before I had to call it, okay, how far? And I don't say it to me. And I was down, and then from my bed. So it's that hard. So you have to learn to live a double life. It's never easy. You have to try to think yourself. Like I said, when you take the mind and determine how to happen situation. That was the thank you.
Investing you how to manage business. I stay upside down. Number one, try. I don't plan to stay my house. Number one, try to sleep. Yes, I have my reasons. Try to sleep. They want to do business. There was a day, someone messaged to me, I have this issue of all this press free. I'm going to personal. Someone buy tickets, they will get debited, the money not debt to me, may have to be star, that kind of thing. So you will be ready to. Why I buy that? Because I don't be kind of people find out. So, as a business person, one of the things you put in your mind, your work outline is your work, and if anything passes it, be finishes it. Somebody messaged me one day, I think I handled it. I said, the boss, my ticket failed. This and this and this. I tell him, I don't close. He thought I was joking. I said, I have closed. He said, well, you need just check out on the phone. Then have closed. That's the thing. If you don't do discipline in yourself, when you're resting time, you will break down. I personally, my team do vex for me. I force every month. It's normal, but I'm not ready to complain again. I force it every month. But lecturers told me already. Okay, well, see you. So please, prioritize your sleeping period. Those both things that you are combining together. You are combining stress of business, thinking how to make money. Because what you make today was not what you make tomorrow. It was increasing. So increasing it, you don't enter class where people will be teaching you Arabic, calling it Arabic English. So imagine combining those chapters on your net and not thinking on how to generate revenue for your business. Because a business that cannot stay put will make money is charity. It's charity organization. So the necessary thing that you do after resting time, that time you can detoxify all those energy or reduction that have already come from classes. Are you getting me now? So that's my own strategy.
Thank you very much. I think one particular one I want to, especially if the good work, but even that, is that it's one thing, and I always say this, it's one thing when you're not being paid for the creative work that you do, and you just do it because you enjoy doing it, and when inspiration comes, you are all fire brothers in the zone, just there, and when you don't feel like doing it, so we don't feel like doing it. But at the point where you now start being paid for, and now it becomes a job, that means whether there was inspiration, whether there's no inspiration on, you guys know, yes. And one thing that would help you do this is to give systems. I will help you process really easier. That's and at the reading is good percent. I'm waiting for that. I'm a ships to please. I will read it like 3 months because I'm taking my time. It's like this deep work. It's more 4%. Don't look at deep work, yes. And it says for you to make work become a habit less, you don't you can't let your work pattern be right. Do the Bible. So it's like, today you wake up, if your guys made that like this, or so if you work from when you're next day after taking 6 times like this and the work. Yes, I guess the work as based on bad and but basically had my time organizing this, had a dedicated, do we think we had a dedicated time for rest? I need dedicated time for rest. In fact, had it for rest for one. And we get dedicated time, place for and what is done, especially if you work from home, it's very easy for if you work from home and your work still is in a bedroom. It's tricky to want to feel like, oh, you know what, I'm at work, but sit in my crib, yeah. So have a place for work, yes. This is why a lot of times, sometimes as I go through, I was above work thoughts. It's not because I just felt something catch the wood spring or anything like that, but if I did, I do this thing. Feelings kind of, yes. So it's having a place for work, having a time for work. And all these does that it gives a habit So they say it takes 21 days to build a habit. It takes 21 days to build a habit. And of course, during that 21 days, you might alter this, but the more you stick to it consistently, it becomes in catch up. And so even on the days where you don't feel like it works, so you say, no, 6 here, yes, and you wake up to work, you will wake up. Even on the days where you really don't get work to do, and that's extent pretty fine work. That's if you have built that habit style was. Also,
I think that's all.
Thank you so much.
Hey, one thing, let me add. Like I said, she gave plenty. If there's anything I would want to be with, it is that things will always go as planned. Things always go as planned. You see, last year taught me a lot. Last year was that year when I thought I would make a lot of money. Not that I did not, but then I had like very high expectations. Then, all of a sudden, strike happened. And now, for some of us that have most of our base among students, what do you think would happen? You know that when the strike happened, I closed down. I went back home, went to Lagos. I did some rethinking when I came back. Because what? I know what to do. I mean, I tried to show up. It's not easy, but I tried to show up. So I understood that things will always go as planned. I mean, we went to probably selling about 70, 20 packs to selling 10, 15. I could not deal. So I went back home. I had to put my mind in that right direction. Then I came back. We will not believe that coming back, we are not doing what we used to do, but we are open all day. Throughout the strike. So you have to accept that things will always go as planned. We think, oh, I have a business, I want to start now. First thing you know is I'm going to be money. First thing, may not happen. You have to prepare for that. Thank you.
Thank you. Things will always go as planned, but I'm always sure. Yeah. So we have yes. Okay.
One of my downs for me is to like, I think is fact that I have to work sometimes, that I have to work and I don't get paid for it. But I know that I still have to showing up for this year. So I've just said that things will not always go as planned. So there are sometimes that we make plans towards something and it doesn't go as planned there. But knowing that you still have to show for it for the end point here. So I think one thing that has helped me is that I've been able to build systems for myself. And with managing work, school, and every other thing, yes, where your focus is, your energy goes. Yeah. So how do I put it? Just apart from structures, yes, there will always be a price to pay. Yes, there will always be things that you have to let go of, just because priorities, where your focus is at. Yes.
Thank you so much, Harry. Is this happening? I want to talk again.
This is very important. Yeah. So Phoebe just spoke about what was had to say this. So when you start to make sacrifices, you start to cut something off. What's the cost for the cost of it? What's the cost? So because you may think, say, I just want to get this back, Think long. Bad never come, yeah, and you get like CEOs. You know, the CEO, you get CEOs, and just plenty, and it's just around you, yes. And because of that, you are wasting time in your pullback. Think about the strain you will take. How's the cost of starting relationships? Okay, even though there are relationships that you cut off, instead all of them are going to cut off, even though there are some things that you're investing the time to, the other commitments, yes. And because at the end of the day, yes, and I say this, I'm very young. At the end of the day, when you are like 8 years old and you're about to die, the things that will matter then. Because you can't just be working. You might not get status, but it's a, money is important, but it's not always about money. So like Akoni said, rest. They didn't say, I feel what 24 work hard. Don't make it a habit. Rest. Yeah, thank you very much.
So we just have a question. Really?
So, one thing I would say is, not everybody will agree, but to be honest, this is the easiest life will ever be for you. Did I say easiest? Yes, it's the easiest life. To be very honest, because a lot of people have this mindset that once I finish school, I will just dey chill, one job, will just come, one lie you. This is the easiest life will ever be for you. So if you think you are going to shake it now, the Shiggy Pro Max. And I'm very serious. So you think you have like this, you're so busy, this one, that one. Even now that you're busy, there are students around you. Yeah, you have places you can go and chill out, cool off. People are around to encourage you. After school, to be honest, you're literally on your own. So I'm speaking like someone that graduated. I'm saying 300. But this is something I've seen from a lot of people. After school, you are literally on your own. So when you are going to that shaggy, you are going to that shaggy on your own. Now you are going to shaggy and you are going to go to shaggy with. I mean, we are comrades in the shaggy. I mean, you have shaggy mates, literally. So understand one thing. So when you have this mindset here, you are going to know that, okay, since it's the easiest I to ever be, let me put in the work now so I don't leave some workload for later. Alright? Let me not spend time on that. Another thing I want to say is try the staff class. Be all lectures in the go. Go to lecturer first, we can go to first class. Once I don't say a PDF you will drop after the and you should go to class. And I'm even the class of my department. I'm serious. And you know, as class I have an advantage. A very bad one. As a class rep, this is not tactics. You don't be class rep, man. Not tactics. And they can't. I take back my words, please. But let me round off with this here. You have to be very intentional. It's not even engagement to show up for. Classes included. I'm very serious. I'm very, very serious. So you have to know the kind of lecturer or the kind of lecturer basically this person is. Like I know my lecturer now. I know the one that okay, after the whole semester like PDF they will drop. I know the ones that would want to show up for class. I will do those ones. So the times I take out from the ones that are now really, not that they are not important, but I know I can run my way through them. I spend those times doing things that are beneficial to me. So you have to really understand. Also know yourself. If you don't see me, Sabi, Jack, PDF in 24 hours, or the good class will learn it, the good class. Because some of us, like me now, since 100 level, an example like me, I don't do 20 minutes a day. But if you know how to work with, please keep up with it. I'm very serious. Keep up with it.